Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here, broadcasting from our studios at the Capital Region International Airport. But now we're going to run, well, somewhere else. And I always say that when I'm introducing this guy, because I never know where the heck he's at. Good friend, Scott Weaver, president and co-owner of Douglas J. Companies, which are in, let me see if I get this right, Okemos, East Lansing, Michigan, Illinois, Tennessee, and I think that's going to be part of our later conversation. Scott, as always, it's good to see you. How you doing?
I'm doing very well, Chris. How are you?
Good. Let's start out by just kind of reminding everybody about the Douglas J. Companies and what you do.
Yeah, well, Douglas J's been around, gosh, over 55 years now. Started by my father back in 1967 and joined right after that by my mother. And that's correct. We're spread across 3 states now, 6 schools, 4 salons, all of our salons being right here in Michigan. And we're in obviously the salon, spa, medical spa, barbering, as well as the education business as well with our schools. So, and excited, but we have an acquisition coming the first of next year, and will bring us to our 4th state of Nebraska, looking at Lincoln. So excited to get that one up and going.
Well, last time we talked, you were talking a little bit about Nebraska. So where are you at in that process?
Well, we are, hopefully we will be ready to take over for full operational control by March 1st. Early next year. We are federally accredited, so we're dealing with the Department of Education, our accreditor NACAS, and getting through all those hurdles in order to offer the Title IV funding for the kids. So we've got those approvals through the DOE, and now just going through the state of Nebraska itself. Getting all that stuff taken care of, and to be conservative, we picked a date of March 1st to take over.
It's kind of interesting because that educational component is huge for you guys, and I know as someone who's been involved in the Lansing Promise since the beginning, we are now you have qualified, so we are also giving scholarships to training at your facilities. Tell me about that process and how you got there.
Well, with Lansing Promise, obviously, we've done some of the fundraising and supported the Lansing Promise over the years. And we were working to get where the Lansing Promise scholarship could be awarded. And we obviously can now receive that at our school. And that came through early this spring. With a vote. So we're super excited to work with some of the kids of the Lansing Promise and get that off the ground. We're also working with the state of Tennessee, as Tennessee has the Tennessee Promise offering 2 years of community college. So we're working legislatively to get approved for that process as well. So, and our last visit down there, they just have a real robust high school program for trade education. And I think now more than ever in today's economy, looking at trade education is just a great opportunity for kids. And like I said, we offer everything from the cosmetology, skincare, training and licensing, massage therapy, barbering, and crosses kind of the whole gamut of the beauty industry.
It gives all these kids, if they don't go to work for you, they go to work for someone, and you're creating jobs. And boy, that's it's in the trades that we are short people. Let's talk about Aveda Institutes and where they stand in your mix of services.
Well, the Aveda Institutes, we have 4 across Michigan. So we have our Grand Rapids campus, we have our East Lansing campus, which was actually our first one. We go down to Ann Arbor, and then then also Royal Oak as well. So we kind of cover that west to east corridor inside of Michigan, and we'll train roughly across all programs about 900 students a year through that. About 85% of them stay right here in the state of Michigan with their licensing. We have Chicago, Illinois, which is another 150 students or so. Knoxville is around 100 right now. We're looking to grow that inside of the high school network, as I had mentioned before. And then, of course, with our new one, Lincoln, Nebraska, that should bring us to about 1,500 to 1,600 students per year that will be trained in one of the domains inside the beauty industry. So it's a big part of our business and what we do. Education has been at the foundation. When my father was alive, or I should say when my father started everything in 1967, it was really about creating careers and better opportunities for those looking to get into the beauty business. And that mission still lives with us today. And the education component, the institutes just give us that opportunity to start right at the foundational level with day one when they come to school.
God, unfortunately, I don't have the time, do you, to talk about this, but give us about 30 seconds on your philanthropy.
Well, giving back to the communities, I think one of our core beliefs that for us to be successful and what we do every day, it's important that our communities are successful as well. So any chance we have to give back, whether it be a gift card for some raffle, sending our crews or our teams out to different locations to help with fundraising. That is something that we always answer yes to, and we find a way to give back to build our communities that give us an opportunity to work inside of our careers.
You guys have done a great job with that, as well as with your spas. Scott Weaver, president and co-owner of Douglas J. Companies in Okemos, East Lansing, Michigan, and Illinois and Tennessee, and soon we'll be adding Nebraska to that list. Thanks. Always good to see you, Scott.
Chris, good to see you. Thanks so much.
You've been watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman.